No, I'll leave them. I'll leave them. They're not bothering me, so I'll leave them. And I can already... Okay. Okay, we're killing them. Right, so as you guys are probably aware, the Easter event has just gone live for Ark Survival Ascended. And I am probably going to try and get some of the stuff, but I think the only thing that's really interesting me is these spear skins, as well as maybe that emote and maybe this bunny costume. I'm not sure what else really appeals to me, if I'm being completely honest. I might get some of the decorative stuff, but that isn't what I plan to do today. What I plan to do is I plan to go out and tame a Dinotherium, because I have been looking for ages and they hadn't been spawning on here. So what I've resorted to doing, is simply just installing the mod and getting them through the mod. So yeah, I'm going to I'm basically just going to go out and tame a Dinotherium, even if it is via the mod. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really care. I just want a Dinotherium. And what I plan to do after that is probably build up some of these walls along here, because I've marked out some walls that I'm going to build up, and we're going to get building those. We're basically going to do it in the same theme that we did these, and what I'm thinking is actually switching out these corner bits to be similar to these here. So we're going to have these, or this, on these two sections here, and then this bit will just be like a ramp, I think. I'm thinking that's how I want to do it. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, first of all, I'm going to see if I can find a Dinotherium. If not, I will start working on the wall. Another thing, guys, if you find yourself enjoying this video, do leave a like and consider subscribing so you don't miss a future upload, and let's get into it. See what we can find out there. And that is a beautiful Textego. Oh yeah, the King Titan's just hanging out here as well. So yeah. I will eventually kill it at some point. I'm not sure how I want to go about doing it. Because I've seen Syntac do it with Phylas. I've heard of someone doing it with a compound bow, but I've never actually attempted it myself. But yeah, I will eventually kill it at some point. I just need to figure out a good way of doing it and how I want to approach it. So yeah. Maybe Dreadnoughtus would be the way to go, actually. Oh, what is that drop there? Is that... Oh! I might consider doing that with the Velonosaurs, actually. Because I haven't done an OSD yet. Right, so we're gonna go and do this OSD. Just so it's not sitting here and not getting done. So we're gonna put some spikes around it. Just to protect it. I'm gonna do 2 layers of spikes. Just to be safe. And yeah, we're gonna do this OSD. And my Velonosaur wasn't following me. Do that just so I can see. Yeah, this is gonna be fun because I haven't quite done an OSD with these guys yet. These creatures in the middle, I don't think they'll be a problem. It's just finding the creatures on the outside that's gonna be the problem. That's gonna be the main issue with this OSD, is just finding the creatures on the outside. And I think it's any creature with, well, it's any creature with abnormal levels to what I play, because I play on difficulty 6, which means my creature levels are in intervals of 6. Starting at 6 and ending at 2 to 8. If it's an egg layer. If it's a knockout time, then it is 180. Yeah, the difficult part with this is finding the creatures. So I think there's just going to be a lot of waiting around. Or just running around checking the outside of the shield to make sure that nothing's actually hitting it. But I wouldn't mind anything hitting it. Just so I can actually, like, find where the creatures are. Because so far, I've only seen the one. And they've all despawned. So, nothing else to worry about. You should be on attack my target. And I'm thinking of just going up against these stegos, if I'm being honest. Just getting rid of these stegos. No, I'll leave them. They're not bothering me, so I'll leave them. And I can already... Okay. Okay, we're killing them. Because I accidentally hit the child. That's absolutely brutal, but yeah. I accidentally hit the child, so we had to get rid of them. And yeah, there's a whole line of dillos over here that we're just gonna get rid of. We're just gonna kill all these guys fairly easily. And I think I actually want to damage the shield just a little. Oh god, not. Yeah, just a little bit. Just so we can see where the rest of these guys are. And they're all coming from this side now, so they're actually spawning in, which is good. So I can actually see where they're coming in from. Excuse me. I hit the shield there by accident. There we are. And my guys just hit the shield, I think. Yep. Okay, there seems to be some over here. It's just dillos at the moment. It's not anything like massive, which is good. Would be helpful if that trike was... Oh, that shield is gone. Okay. These dillos need to go. These dillos need to seriously go. That Pteranodon needs to go as well. That Pteranodon is going to be a right pain. I'm not sure where these dillos went. Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit of waiting around to, like, for all the creatures, since they're so small, and it's a gamma OSD. Still an OSD though. No denying about that. The stego, okay. Okay, yeah, you are gonna be a problem. Yeah, the stegos are gonna be a real issue. Yeah, so the stegos are gonna be a little bit of a pain. Because they're so tanky and they have resistance to damage. But hopefully we should be fine. So this is basically all the loot that we got during that OSD, which isn't too bad for a blue. That's mine. that also includes defending off the creatures as well. But yeah, we got some car parts, which I'm really happy about. And if I'm going to be honest, I might have a look for any other OSDs. Because I do want to do some more with the Velonosaurs. Oh, that's a Dreadmare. I might do some element veins with the Acros once I get a saddle for Kevin, because I don't think he has a saddle yet. But yeah, I'm going to have a look for some more OSDs that we can possibly do with the Velonosaurs. And yeah, I'll bring you guys back when I find one. Holy crap, there are so many dodos in this area. I don't actually think you can tame these guys. So, yeah. God, there are so many eggs, though. The sheer amount of eggs I've just gathered just by spending only a few minutes here is insane. Like, honestly, I should just get an RG and just put them all in a 1x1. And then you have a gacha just picking up all the eggs. Because that is insane how much I just got. And I need to put them all in the fridge. Right, so I can basically make all of the Easter... all of the Easter things now. I can make all of them now. Okay, I am genuinely stupid. I thought this mod had a item collector, but I was wrong. It only has a item aggregator, which needs a tech generator for power. And I currently don't have a tech generator, sorry. So I'm going to need to get a tech generator, and I believe I have it learned, or I believe I have it unlocked. Yeah, I do. I just need to make it. So yeah, I just need to make it. And the only thing holding me back is the element. I'm missing 29 element. Which would honestly be really helpful if I could get an element dust gacha. Or do an element vein, one of the two. And that will help with my element situation. Because right now I have one piece of element to my name as well as 200 shards. 200 dust, sorry. Anyway, so event items. So what do we want to craft? So I don't need the emotes. What's this for? That's for a club, and I don't use clubs. You know what? Let's craft this. And then maybe I would do 4 of them, but I'm not able to do that. How much is the chibis actually? Cosmetics. Pop that down on the pike. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that looks ridiculous, but I love it. Oh, I can't wait for the summer bash. That's gonna be great. Lamb costume skin. You know what? I'm actually curious to see what that looks like. So we'll craft one of these. And I think the rest I will just use for chibis. Yeah, I think the rest I will just use for chibis. So let's see what we get. Oh, we got a Rex. Okay. An Easter chip. I believe that one's new. Bunny's new as well, I think. Spring Shine Horn's new. And we got a plesio. Okay. So the one I might actually use would probably be a Rex. And of course, we have to name it... Oh, whoops. We have to name it this. Because of course we do. Instead of looking for OSDs, I'm probably just going to start building up the inner wall, which is that wall right there. I might start building that up. And I'm probably just going to throw all my stuff into a box. Or the majority of my stuff into a box. I think basically all my creatures are going to get thrown in here. All my tools can get thrown in there as well. Yeah, pretty much that's all I'll need for building. So let me go grab some structures. And we're going to start with the half walls. So for these corner bits here, I'm thinking of just doing this. And going up by 3. So we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. And those acros are loud in my ear. And then we're going to have normal walls. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. And then we're going to do the same door thing here. Like so. And then we're going to have half walls running across the top here. And I can't reach those. Go. There, so we're going to do something like this. And then on top we're going to have an arch. And then that's just going to be a flat roof. It looks really basic just now, but once we get pillars and all that installed in here, then it's going to look good. And there's going to be doors here, so that's not going to be open. And then obviously here, I might do some ceilings. Or I might try and do some ceilings. I haven't actually quite tested that to see how it looks. So I might do that after I've laid out the blueprint. Oh, where did that go? Right, let's go get some ceilings and let's try that bit and see what it will look like. I'm hoping they'll snap. I mean, we can just have something like that. I mean, it doesn't look too bad and you won't notice it too much. Right, progress update. I have completely finished the walls, apart from the doors. And on all sides. And how the hell? And I'm just waiting on some metal smelting. Because I have completely ran through my supply. Because all of these structures are made out of metal. And Yeah, so I'm smelting up some metal just now to craft some ceilings so I can actually keep going with this project because yeah, building a whole base out of metal is expensive to say the least, but I want to make it out of metal so it's durable and it's not so easily broken. So yeah, we're just waiting on some metal smelting and we can continue with this project. I'm gonna see how many ceilings I can craft as of right now. Make sure I make the right ones. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. So how many can I make? 20. That should hopefully be fine. Just so I can finish this half of the wall. And then once more metal is smelted, I can start on the archways. And then finish off the other half. Right, so this bit I'm not gonna touch. Or no. I'm not sure how I want this arch to go though. Because I want to do something with sloped walls. Maybe if I do half walls here. And then start the sloped walls. That might be alright, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe if I do this. Yeah, have a sloped wall there. It's going to be very difficult to visualize without sloped walls. Yeah, I think I just want to do railings all the way along here. And then maybe on the corners we can have pillars coming up. Do something similar to that, I think. Let's get maybe 10 of these. And then more pillars. Maybe try and get 30 pillars. 5. Brilliant. But then, because right now, I think my issue is I feel like the pillars are too high. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's move on to this section and try and figure something out, because right here I want to have an arch, but I'm not sure if I want to have... I'm not sure if I want to have the arch starting... Come on. There we go. I'm not sure if I want to have the arch starting on this side. Oh, hold on. Or if I want to have it starting here. Or if I want to have it slightly higher. And I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like that could work. But at the same time, I've got a little bit of doubt. So we can try out these snap points and see if it'll work. That's if it wants to snap. Being a little bit annoying at the moment. Snap that there. And that there. There. Ceiling there. Let's take a massive step back and see what that will look like. You know what? I think it could work. I think it could work. With maybe with some pillars going through it as well on either end. Like maybe if we have yeah, if we have a pillar there and a pillar there, and then up there and there, and then maybe and then these pillars there. Yeah, that could maybe work. Okay. So we just need ramps then. Yes, we just need 4 ramps. You know what? I really like it. I really like how that's turned out. I might have some pillars coming. Oh no, actually, no, I won't. Okay, how do I want to do this? Because I'm not sure if I want to pick these up. Hold on. I wonder if I can snap these pillars. Crap. Unless I do something like this. Then that might work. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. And then, oh, wait. We could have a trophy in the middle? Okay, right. Yeah, I really like this. Okay, I like that better, actually. Yeah, I like that better. I like that a lot better. And I'm still dangling from the ceiling. Right, so after many hours, the wall is what I would call done. So this is the front of it, as you guys have seen already. And I've hit the wrong button again, but hey ho. And I've done round the sides as well. And I've done basically everything as of right now. So right now, from what I think and what I feel, the wall is done. I'm going to leave it for a few days and see if I add anything else to it when I have more metal. But yeah, I would call this done for now. On both sides, we have an arch for the to get out the battle rigs, and on these straight walls, it's just boring plain structures. I don't know if I want to do anything cool with it. But one thing I will say, right here, I'm gonna have some trophies, and we're gonna have some, you know, trophies on the wall. I'm not sure what we're gonna have yet. Although I'm thinking the Titan heads when I have more of them, because I only have the one at the moment. And another little thing I did include was a walkway up top. And when I get my hands on a tech bridge, then I will link it to up here, so you can just, well, you can come up the staircase and then go onto the wall. And then same thing on this side, you can come straight up the staircase and then go onto the wall that way. And so it's like a little walkway. But yeah, that'll need to wait until I have the tech bridge. Because I currently don't have any element whatsoever. Even to power this, I don't have any element. And if I was to find the tech bridge, which right now I'm struggling to, you know what, screw it. Yeah, so if I was to make this, that would cost 2 element a piece. And I need 2 of them, but I barely even have any element to begin with. So, yeah, that'll need to wait for a while. But yeah, I'm still breeding the gachas, and I haven't checked it just yet. But if I find any element dust gachas, then I will definitely put a clip in of finding one if I'm recording anyway. But yeah, I would call this project done for now. I would call the wall done and finished. I've made sure I haven't missed anything. I went over it like 5 times, making sure everything's in place. And yeah, that's this for now. On the inside, it's nothing much. It's just, you know, a few like ramps down here at the bottom just to make it look more interesting. And at the corners, we're going to have taxidermy bases, and we're going to put some of our creatures in said taxidermies when we get taxidermies of them. I'm thinking one of the acro, one of the giga, and one of these owls, as well as the velonosaurs as well. So that's half already. And I might have them at the entrances when you come under the arches, which I'm very pleased with how they turned out as well. And I might have some lights hanging down from like the ceiling here, as well as those fences as well. I'm not sure. I'm definitely thinking the ceiling though, because that definitely needs a light hanging down from it. But yeah, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. Right now, for metal production, it's gotten that desperate. I've got 3 gachas. Okay. I have 3 gachas producing metal. And I have 1 gacha producing black pearls. And I have a single pego in between these 2 pairs of gachas picking up the crystals. So yeah, metal production has gotten that desperate, I'm using gachas and I'm just feeding them stone. Yeah, I'm just feeding them stone at the moment. So yeah, it's not anything, it's not like majorly efficient or like you know, it's not really efficient, but it you know, it gets the job done. And yeah, and I'm gonna breed up some snow owls as well and put them in front of the gachas just to get that little bit of extra boost. Because of the snow owl pellets. So yeah, I'm gonna call that project done. Until I decide to make any changes to it, or if I do make any changes to it. But yeah, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. And if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss any future uploads. And I will see you guys in the next video.